both Mercedes were much better off the start line. So let's see what they can do. What we do know is that the Ferraris are very quick away, but usually in the second phase of the start as well. There's not an awful lot of that here. It's just 115 metres to the first braking point.
But we're lining up on the grid, and the front row and the second row are slotted into position. Gabriel Bortoleto, who's going to be starting for the pit lane, is coming through the tunnel at the moment. He's about 30 seconds behind the two Aston Martins, who are last on the grid. So at the front, they're going to be sat there for quite a long time. We're really interested in the start here because so far this year, the second row has led the opening lap of a Grand Prix in every Grand Prix.
You've got to ignore Bortoleto, but they're still forming up on the back of the grid anyway, so I think it'd be a non-issue, but he's well out of any danger. He's obliged to go in the pit lane anyway, so as soon as they line up, they'll then be given some time to start the revs.
Here we go then, Monaco Grand Prix in 2026, ladies and gentlemen. 78 laps to come. Who's going to lead the opening lap? Who's going to win? It's lights out and away we go. Antonelli gets away. The car gets away brilliantly. Max has stalled on the grid. It's Antonelli who leads from Lewis Hamilton to Charles Leclerc and Isaac Hasler and George Russell. And Piastri and Norris going wheel to wheel. Piastri ahead of Norris who got compromised. And Pierre Gasly is now trying to make the overtake, going up through Beau Rivage, and I think he manages to do it on Norris.
Well, that difficult getaway we saw for the formation lap was an issue for Max Verstappen. He is now up and running, albeit even behind Bortoleto start in the pit lane.
Horrible start for Max Verstappen. For the first time this year, Kimi Antonelli from pole gets away well and is leading the opening lap of a Grand Prix, which Mercedes haven't managed to do. As they filter through 48, Verstappen is trying to make his way cautiously around Mirabeau. He's a long way back.
Yeah, it looks like he's got problems, doesn't he? Max was going very slowly indeed. As Antonelli then starts to build a lead, if he can get more than a second out front, he can stop the Ferraris getting in the straight line mode. So dream start for Antonelli, nightmare very sadly for us and for the team and Max Verstappen.
Through the chicane section they come, and Lando Norris behind Pierre Gasly managed to get that overtake done, making his way up the hill at Beau Rivage, and he's now putting pressure on Gasly.
Just bring it home, please, Max.
Bring it home to the pits now, or bring it home to the checkered flag? I'm hoping it's the latter, and Max can still play a part in this race, but it's not the way that Red Bull wanted to start this race. Bernie Collins down on the pit wall.
Yes, Crofty, Max Verstappen massively down on power. He was watching his telemetry there, his car speed, and he just doesn't have any power the entire way through the lap. Expect him in the
I think Ollie Behrman's had contact on the opening lap. They're changing the front wing on his ass, so an early pit stop for him. And Verstappen is into the pits. Bortoleto has made a pit stop at the end of the first lap too to get rid of his soft tyres. Max Verstappen, we can see now, they are not ready to change the tyres. They are not looking to change the tyres. And I think Max Verstappen is out of the Monaco Grand Prix.
I'm gutted about that. That was going to...
Max Verstappen is out of the Monaco Grand Prix, that's crazy.
Trying to find a way through. He parked his car really hard right. He wasn't thinking about Antonelli actually. He was thinking about the fast starting Ferraris, but actually, sadly, you need to think about all 21 of them that were on the grid at the time. So Gasly has got ahead of Norris as well. Lando Norris was on the outside of the first corner of his teammate Piastri, and then got compromised, as you said. Hadjar up into fourth for Red Bull. He got his away nice. It's released George Russell a little bit up into fifth, but Antonelli 2.9 seconds clear. He is not going to give Ferrari any kind of overtake modes.
Kimi Antonelli leading a Grand Prix from pole position and leading lap one for the first time in his career, is dashing away right out in front from Lewis Hamilton, who's cleared one car and, well, now needs to clear another, and that is not going to be the work of a moment, because Antonelli already 3 seconds ahead. His teammate George Russell has been noted for a false start and being out of position. Russell was down in 6th on the grid, and that was a bad qualifying. It might have got even worse from the off.
Oh yeah, it's maybe left or right. He could have been, so it's not moving at the start, it's out of position, out of his grid box, as Norris is getting pretty racy there against Gasly, Pierre Gasly.
He certainly is. Verstappen on the radio on the lap that he did do, saying twice that the engine is broken, reporting power unit problems for the second time here in Monaco, and for the 8th retired from a race on the first lap. Big disappointment for him.
Hopefully we'll get a replay, but Sergio Perez, who's up to 14th in the Cadillac, he made an overtake around the outside of Mirabeau.
Wow, and maybe helped a bit by the two Haas cars tripping over each other a bit with